Hello everyone, right here I have a 2024 BYD M6 standard range. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. Standard for the M6 in Malaysia is a remote start system. So to use the system, first make sure the car is locked, then press and hold this button. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, they automatically fold in. And upon unlocking, they automatically fold out again. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you are able to roll down all 4 windows in the car simultaneously. And to roll all of them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. Another standard feature for the M6 in Malaysia is BYD's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just press the button on any of the front door handles again. Along with the smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the M6, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the left of the steering wheel. An electric rack and pinion power steering system is what the M6 uses. A synthetic leather steering wheel with a flat bottom design and sport grips at 10 and 2 is standard for Malaysia. The M6 is only available with a 1-speed automatic transmission. Rear parking sensors and a 360-degree 3D camera system are more standard features for Malaysia. When the camera system is active, the rear camera view, the rear 360-degree camera view, the front camera view, and the front 360-degree camera view all feature active guidance signs. Below the left camera display, one can select the front camera view, the rear camera view, the left camera view, the right camera view, the front wide-angle camera view, the rear wide-angle camera view, and the left and right camera views together. Below the right camera display, the M6 icon in the 360-degree camera view can be turned transparent, the parking sensors can be turned off or on, and the 3D camera view can be activated. The 3D camera view can then be moved around, the lights work depending on which one is turned on, and the wheels in this view turn with the steering wheel. Below the 3D camera display, more camera angles can be selected. To the right of the camera display, one can select the camera display or the camera settings menu. Safety features in the M6 include 6 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, a traction control system, a vehicle dynamic control system, hill hold control, a tire pressure monitoring system, and an immobilizer. ISOFIX child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 middle row seats. Standard for the M6 in Malaysia is a set of 17-inch 5 wide-spoke 2-tone alloy rims. This M6 rides on GT Control P10 Pro 225/55R17 tires. The disc brakes are ventilated in front and solid at the rear. The suspension is McPherson struts up front and a multi-link setup out back. BYD Auto was founded in January 2003. It is the main automotive subsidiary of BYD company. The name BYD itself is derived from the company's pinyin initials BRD, and later on the acronym Build Your Dreams was created. Currently, BYD Auto not only produces vehicles under the main BYD brand, but also under the sub-brands Denza, Fangqingbao, and Yangwang. While BYD Auto started off making pure internal combustion engine vehicles, it now manufactures plug-in hybrid electric vehicles and battery electric vehicles, both collectively called new energy vehicles in China. It also makes electric buses and electric trucks. The E6 is BYD's first battery electric vehicle. It was introduced in 2009, while field testing as taxis in Shenzhen began in May 2010, before sales to the public in Shenzhen began in October 2011. The original E6 was in production until 2021, before being replaced by the second generation model in 2021. The second generation E6's design is heavily based on the petrol-powered BYD Songmax. In March 2024, BYD previewed a right-hand drive Songmax EV at the Bangkok Motor Show. In May 2024, the right-hand drive Songmax EV was given a new name, the M6, which was previously used on a large MPV between 2010 and 2017. The 2024 onwards M6 is essentially a facelifted E6. While most markets get it as M6, in India, the M6 is sold as the BYD E-Max 7. For Malaysia, the M6 went on sale in October 2024 as a fully imported model from China. Two variants are available, the M6 Standard Range Automatic and the M6 Extended Range Automatic. The M6 Standard Range comes with an electric motor powered by a 55.4 kWh lithium iron phosphate BYD Blade battery. It produces 161 horsepower and 310 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 10.1 seconds, and the top speed is 180 km per hour. The range is rated at 420 km, and the combined electric consumption for the M6 Standard Range Automatic is around 15 kWh per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 0 grams per kilometer, and the M6 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the M6 Standard Range include automatic manual leveling LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED front and side indicators, LED sequential rear indicators, LED rear lights, an LED rear fog light, LED rear number plate lights, and body-colored door handles and side mirrors. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, central locking, window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, and all of them do have a full automatic function in both directions. Window lock, storage, BYD floor mats, and the driver's seat in this M6 Standard Range does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls the seat back, this lever controls the seat height, while this bar down here controls the seat position. Single zone automatic climate control system. To access the climate control menu, you can either press the off button right here or the one right here. You then press the button in the middle and we can access your climate control menu. Right above, on off button, automatic mode, air conditioning, maximum air conditioning, front and rear defrost. The rear defrost button also activates the heated side mirrors, recirculation, fan only mode. You can control the temperature from the left or the right sides, but it is still a single zone system. Different modes, fan speed, You can control your rear air conditioning from right here. You can lock it, turn it on or off, and adjust the fan speed. Air conditioning settings. Storage. Volume and power wheel. Traction control. This button activates the vehicle's auto hold feature for the electronic parking brake. When you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or traffic jam, the car is in drive and you lift your foot off the brake. With the auto hold function activated, the car won't actually move forward or roll back. Right here you can select the amount of regen braking. You can change the drive modes right here. Activate the front defrost, and the on-off button for the climate control can be found right here as well. The M6 comes with an integrated touchscreen head unit. This system features a 12.8-inch rotating infotainment display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers. The sound system that this M6 uses is actually quite alright. We are currently in the CarPlay menu with the current media playing information. The album art will show up here if available. You have the song title, the artist and album name will show up here again if available. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song duration, and right down here you can activate your shuffle, repeat, and bring up the love and suggest less like this options. Playing next goes to your playing next playlist. Hit library to go back to your main media menu, where you can then select between library, playlists, and radio. Under library you can look at your recently added songs, playlists, artists, and whatnot. To go back to your current media playing information, press this button right here. To the right, shortcut buttons for Google Maps, music, phone. Hit this to bring up your main CarPlay menu, where you can select your phone, music, Apple Maps, messages, so on and so forth. There are more apps to the right. And to the left, we can access Google Maps, go to destination, bring up your voice command, and control the media. To go back to the main BYD system, hit the home button again, and press the BYD icon. Right here we are in the BYD system. With the CarPlay, you can activate your voice control right here, control the radio, Spotify, navigation. Below the navigation menu, you can either select home or work if you have any of those addresses stored in the system. Right here we are in the navigation maps. You can search for destination, go home, go to the work, search for parking, search for charging stations. You can look at your recently search destinations, save destinations, and we have all categories right here. You can also bring up your navigation settings. Right here, you can search for electric charging stations, and that button down there calculates how far you can drive with the remaining range. If your digital speedometer on the top left. Apart from this page, we also have the second page with more apps. With your BYD Assistant, you can connect the phone where you can dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists and whatnot. You can go back to your radio menu, music menu, navigation, Spotify, utility tools. You can change the themes, view the camera system, bring up your media center, select CarPlay and Android Auto. Right here, you can view the album, look at the browser, bring up your settings menu with your connectivity settings, audio settings with the loudness, equalizer, balance and fader, your various volume settings, display settings with the brightness, screensaver, adaptive brightness and whatnot, version settings, app settings, and right here you can set the time, language, keyboards and all that. ADAS settings with your active safety, parking assist, energy settings with your regenerative braking, range mode, charging settings, consumption information, and consumption curve. You also have your vehicle settings with your intelligent chassis settings, light settings, side mirror settings, air conditioning settings as shown earlier, lock settings, notification settings, and right at the bottom we have your service menu with your maintenance interval, maintenance mileage, overhaul menu, and vehicle information. Now, apart from settings, we can also view your smart charging menu, owner's manual, BYD store, and Stingray Karaoke allows you to use the infotainment system as a karaoke system. To do that, connect this USB dongle into the USB-A port right here, pair the microphone with this dongle, and then you can sing as much as you want. Down here, you can put the display into screensaver mode. You can activate your split screen display, rotate the display, bring up your recently used apps and clear them if you wish to do so, with your return button and home buttons. If you swipe from the top down, you can control the volume, brightness, bring up your list of vehicle controls with your regenerative braking, energy monitor, your defrost controls, you can turn off the electronic stability program, set your audio visual settings, and right here you can activate or deactivate the electronic parking brake. To the right, shortcut buttons for your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, brightness, screenshot, auto-rotate, and connected devices. Front quarter windows, and as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, press this button right here. Electronic central locking, light and indicator controls. If you press the button at the end of the light and indicator stalk, you can go between the mileage, trip A, and trip B. Bluetooth telephone control, voice control, volume wheel, click the wheel down to mute the system, seek track, different media mode selection, press this button, and you can then control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Once you press the button, you can use the wheel to go between the different sub-menus, use the left and right arrows to go between the different main menus, click the wheel down to select, and hit the return button to go back. Currently, driving data with your battery percentage and average electric consumption for the past 50 kilometers. You can also view the cumulative average electric consumption, tire pressure monitoring system, elapsed time, average speed, and back to your average electric consumption for the past 50 kilometers. You can also adjust the front air volume, and front temperature. Sport mode, vehicle messages, and back to the driving data. This button rotates the display, this one brings up the camera system, and you have your cruise control buttons below. Wiper controls, and the steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Cup holders, storage, front center armrest, with storage down below. Right in here as well, there's a power outlet, a USB-C port for charging, as well as a USB-A port to connect to the system. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, sunglass holder, LED reading lights. This button turns on or off the lights when you open the doors, and this one turns on the interior lights. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and an LED light. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now and continue with the rest of the tour. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window control, and to gain access to the last row of seats, pull this lever, flip the seat back forward, then move the whole seat forward. Now that I'm in the last row of seats, I did set the middle row seats to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the middle row seats. While I don't get a lot of leg room back here, I do get a tiny amount of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. There are certainly worse cars back here for space, but you can always adjust the position of the middle row seats to suit your needs. But for the last row, we have a speaker and a bottle holder for the left. Same thing for the right. While right above, on both sides, we have aircon vents and grip handles. To fold down the 50-50 split last row seats, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the two straps on the back of the last row seat backs, pull them and flip the seat backs down. For the middle row seats, they split 60-40. The 40 part is the right seat, while the 60 part is the left seat and the middle seat. To flip the seat backs down or adjust the angle of the seat back, use the lever down here, and obviously the lever on that side for those two seats. And to adjust the position of the middle row seats, use the lever down here, again for the right seat, and the lever on that side, again for the left seat and the middle seat. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It It is quite nice and spacious back here. The seats are soft and comfortable as well. And again, as mentioned earlier on, you can always adjust the position of the middle row seats to suit your needs. On the front seat backs are 3 storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. You have the aforementioned rear fan speed controls right here together with the off button. You have storage below. And down at the bottom, we have USB-A and USB-C ports for charging. Rear center armrest with cup holders. And right above, for both sides on the middle row, are aircon vents, hooks, LED reading sash interior lights, and grip handles. To open up the rear hatch, use the button just above the rear number plate. Boot space in the M6 is 180 litres with all the rear seat backs in place. Fold the third row seat backs down and the boot space increases to 580 litres. For even more boot space, the second row seat backs fold down as explained earlier. To the right of the boot is a light, and under the boot floor is some storage along with the vehicle's jack, toolkit, and warning triangle. The rear doors in the M6 do open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry into and exit from the rear seats. Adjustable headrests for all rows of seats in this car. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. And the front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, including your height adjustment. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with an LED light as well. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2024 BYD M6 Standard Range. Thanks for watching and goodbye.